never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Absolutely superbly.
But as I was saying with Uriarte, I mean, it's one thing to come in your rookie season and...
It's a different style now. On to the last lap then it is. And it is Hakim Danish.
Several feet is an understatement into the gravel. Shock everybody with no expectation. But what do you do when there is that expectation? Well, he's harnessing it.
Leads with Brian Uriarte on his tail, and they are... How far are they ahead of... Yeah, as you say, it's a huge question because
and he's doing very well with it at the moment.
Well, that's right, and of course he was with that incredible. They're over a second ahead of Veda Pratama. It's 2 seconds real. Brian Uriarte made a mistake at the final turn in I think race 1 last year. Incredible group of guys at the front of the cup last year. Everybody except him has moved up to Moto 3, but he's off the lead, and that is going to be a tough thing to swallow.
And I tell you what, this will be the biggest victory of Hakim Danish's career.
So he's not, he's going to steer clear of that, hopefully. But just what's still too young, even with the 1-year dispensation for being in the top 3 in the Rookies Cup. He's not old.
And that is the biggest commentator's curse of your career, Peter.
Yeah, that's right.
How about that?
What do you do? It does all come down to that last corner. It doesn't look like any of these three are going to make a break for enough to ride in Moto 3. Otherwise, he'd be in the GPs now. So there is that expectation for him, didn't I? Okay, Hakim looking superb at the moment, but Brian is not going to let it get away far enough away for it not to be a last corner battle.
And also, if we look at that,
he really should be a notch above these guys.
But you never know with rookies.
This one, leave this one lying down. No. He's going to go after Hakim. He's going to get in the slipstream through.
Lap times again. I mean, they've run across the line. Let's see what the lap time is there. So a 1:49.5, 1:49.4. You turn up and someone else has taken a big old step. And well, we're looking at two.
The fast right-handers onto the back straight, and it's going to be an outbreak. And well, does he want to lead down?
49.3. Everybody else, Morelli just behind them, a 1:49.6 as well. Hakim Danish and Veda Pratama going with Uriarte at the moment. This is
down to the last corner or not?
I don't know, but Brian's not exactly thinking, look, I'm not doing air. Okay, Thompson was able to put in a 49.3, but that is not going to close down a 5-second gap now. So it really impressive from it. And the gap to 4th place is increasing, Peter. Thompson all time on my Rookies Cup bike and not winning this race, for goodness sake. So here he comes down the back straight. Danish is between these three for the win, bar any disasters for the race.
Goes Veda up the inside. He did it at the same place, and he looks over it. Brian looks over his shoulder.
Brakes as late as he possibly can, getting all squirrely into turn 6, but that's not the overtaking move there. Any chances?
And the guys know what it's like to run, tyres of this age. The Pirelli's hand.
How dare you? How dare you do that to me?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Brian is building up now for a run to that final corner, and then he's going to try and
hang on very well indeed. They're tremendously predictable, so even if they fade, it's a
look at him back it in as well.
He's obviously happy in that corner, isn't he, because he's done
pick his pocket.
He has another possibility though, doesn't he, coming out of this left-hander and into the right. Predictable fade, so the guys shouldn't be caught out. They through practice they use used tyres and move through those fast right-handers. He's done it twice now.
There'll be plenty of people.
That's an overtaking possibility, but of course you set it up for a change when it comes down to the last corner. New tyres, so they're very well prepared for the race situation.
Watching back to seeing what he was doing through there, how he's turning in, how he's using the throttle.
Is he going to go inside him?
No, he's not. He's sitting there. He's waiting. Here it is then. Grandstand fit. Well then, down the back straight we come. 4 laps to go. I mean, Peter, this is an exciting race. It's gearing up for using the back brake or something like that to get it turned so much tighter than everybody else and just send it up the inside. Finish. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the back run. These fast right-handed. A crescendo right at the end. Just look at these riders, 3 abreast into turn 6.
Yeah, and that's a 5th gear corner if you're going really quick, which he clearly is.
It's Danish versus Uriarte to kick us off in Rookies Cup round 1. Who's it gonna be? Benyat Fernandez thinking, oh look at me, I'm already fighting for the top 4 in Rookies Cup in my first race.
Often guys will go through there in 4th. You've got to know exactly what you're doing in 5th, and for him, I think Hakim's going to outbrake himself himself and run wide, and Brian will get underneath him and
Against the likes of Morelli, you know, this is
not to do that, assumingly he did do it in fifth, and not be worried that he's going to get himself offline or anything. Exit out of the last corner.
This is it! Brian, round the outside!
Oh my goodness!
What the usual battles we're used to seeing, actually, though, is it? Even though it's still exciting.
It is exciting, and I think, you know, it looked as that absolutely superb. I know it'd be interesting to see now whether Brian follows him.
Wow, what a move that is! It's the run to the line, Peter, lead us through!
Surely it's as though maybe Morelli, Fernandez and Thompson are going to get away in that second group, and tries to pick up just exactly what he was doing, and Hakim going to win it. I think Brian Uriarte has this. Hakim can't get out of the slipstream, and in front of him it's going to be the spoon, and they're going to be battling as the top six, battling for that fourth place, which of course if Anish, they're getting a really good drive down the back straight and threatened to take second place away from Brian Uriarte.
Shot then followed by Dinesh and Ramersdorfer, who got a bit of a sluggish getaway, Peter.
Yeah, but these guys make a mistake, it suddenly becomes a battle for the podium.
Exactly that.
Batty on the 51.
This lot are absolutely drilling it. It's nearly 3 seconds now, though. Thompson.
There is the front row, guys.
Big crash there in the background. Goodness gracious me. That is a... So then, through the ultra-fast right-handers on this beautiful back section. Did bring him in a little bit by a few hundredths of a second in the last sector or so. But if you look at the big old crash to start us off with coming out of turn 4. Sincerely hope all riders okay. There's of the Circuito de Jerez and El Nieto, steeped in so much history, isn't it? I mean, we do times ask them around. The leading trio all near enough at 148. Well, nobody else is in the 148. So someone else went through the gravel and carrying on. We're coming down the back straight now. I can see Veda Pratama, the 54. Love coming here to have the opener of the Red Bull Rookies Cup every year. It's so spectacular. It is simple as that. Pratama, though, started, of course, 15th on the grid, up 14 places now. I mean, that is coming in down the inside, looking in towards turn 6, overtaking Morelli there. He's very late on the brakes.
Indeed, and you know, the circuit's got so much to offer. It really is a superb.
A heck of a start. This lad is so talented, isn't he?
Yeah, and Hagama,
he's looking up into 7th place there, or 6th, I should say. But
test of these young men. Hard on the brakes now, and it still is Veda Pratama. Hakim Danish goes up the inside of Brian Uriarte to take second place. So Hakim now is going to chase.
All this drama behind Peter has left Uriarte and Danish running away with it. It was
that leads from Brian Uriarte and Hakim Danish, with nobody out of these three showing that they've got a little Veda, and it's these right-handers where Veda did the overtaking on the previous.